Okay, so this is how I make pills for my child Sebastian out of chocolate. So the 4 types of chocolate that I've worked with are white chocolate wafers, dark chocolate wafers, Annie's creme de mint baking chips, and the candy cane kisses. I have not ever used a milk chocolate Hershey's Kiss. I don't know that it would work well just because it might be too soft of chocolate. So basically the ratio, if you're going to use a different type of chocolate with the melting wafers, is like half and half. So I'll use 3 candy cane kisses and 6 chocolate wafers, and then I chop them up so that they're all little pieces, and then I put them in a disposable piping bag, just like they use for frosting, so that it's quick cleanup. And so once you microwave it, just like 30 seconds at a time, it doesn't take a lot to get it to get the chocolate warm, and you don't want it super hot, and you want to be careful that you don't burn it. So then what you do is you squeeze a little bit in and then drag the chocolate up the sides, and you want this layer to be as thin as possible. So if you get too much, just scoop it out and move it to the next side, to the next little hole, and so that way you keep this as thin as possible, so then you get as much room for the actual pill as you need. And so once you have it coated so that there's no like holes in there where you can see through to the thing, then you take your pill and just pour it in there. And then depending on the pill, and if it's not like this, if you're just crushing it up, you might want something a little more substantial, like crunchy in there. And so if you did want to do that, a good option are these crushed candy cane bits. And you just want to make sure you get those on while the chocolate's still wet. And then you just pop that into the fridge for about 10 minutes. And then once they've sat in the fridge, what I do is I pop all of them out to make sure that the seal is good all the way around the entire pill, so that there aren't any like leaking pills, sprinkle things anywhere. And then to store these, you put them back into their mold, and you put it in an airtight jar, and so they don't have to be stored in the fridge. And if this ever accidentally gets put on something that's hot and they melt, you just pop them back in the fridge and they'll harden back up, and you just pop them out and leave them in there. I don't do his pills more than 2 weeks at a time because the chocolate can start to crumble. And something to just be aware of is if you use dark chocolate with them, that dark chocolate can start to oxidize, but it still tastes the same. It's just from being heated up and then the oxygen hitting the chocolate afterwards. And I believe that's